The red sorcerers of Prospero stand ready, and this time with the Primarch Magnus the Red. And yeah, let's say like this, I builded him really heretic this time, so I call him the Evil Magnus. Magnus the Red Demon. The Evil. The Heretic. And this is deck. And so what we have? We have command bridge to get what we want when we need. Void engagement to one time to get an extra card and do some damage. Women's order one time to copy any nice tactic I want to have. Quick blood 2 times, which is a key card of this deck, so you won't let this out. Prosper in lower 2 times, also a key card. Enumerations 2 times, also a key card. Engtao, of course. And I think one slight buff for any TS faction, because I read already on Facebook that some say, yeah, Thousand Suns need a buff. Yeah, Engtao could draw a card again. Not go back in the hand, it was a horrible thing ever, but could draw a card. But especially in the end game, it's really strong. Pento. A must, I would say, was Odaku. Witchfire one time. McCorney Reapers one time. These McCorney Reapers is giving us a lot of opportunities thanks to Quick Blood, thanks to Pento, because you can attack, he can heal, or you can attack it, you can buff him, so he will stay in the game. Warper Sold. Really important for this Heretic Magnus, because this is why he does damage, and even he gets a troop out of it. So this is much better than gold stones. Yep. Priest of Horus one time. Priest of Horus also is really nice, and somehow also my Rome deck has him only one time in it. It comes good when it's one time. It's always there when you have 4 energy, like the most of the time. Defense satellites 2 times. Clean the deck. Isaac Ore. Hide and Precognition. Square Speeder 2 times. Together with Quick Blood, this will be a 5/7 flank destruction speeder. Manifest Destiny to stay alive against the Acro. Ashen Blau. Clean the board. Planetary Purge, clean the board. Astral Warfare 2 times, clean the board. Jira and Cortez also clean the board, and Jira will give the Acro a stop. With Desperate Defense, you get one of those on the field. Awesome. I would say awesome. So, how does this all work in the ladder? Yeah, let's start with the big fish first. So my Heretic Magnus versus Sanguinius.
Rage against the dying
yeah,
light.
I didn't switch anything
We
here.
fly on
Why
righteous
not?
wings.
Because I know that he will. This I can use in turn 3, yeah. Because the first is 2, so this I keep. This I will need for all the drop pods, because this can destroy the whole drop pod. This I need to get to escape, so I keep that hand, yeah. And the next thing is here, which makes the Thousand Suns also really nice, and Magnus is like what Juba can copy. If he copies psychic power, will be completely useless for him. Yeah, I decided to use my ability to keep my life up, because we all know that this little friend can be really aggressive. So, next turn. Time for Quick Blood. I opened the drop pod, of course, and the counter attack kicks in, which gives me enough air to breathe, so I could hide myself. So this is all still almost my start hand. Angtao comes now, and I go for precognition. And since the Thousand Thunder are the strongest, especially Magnus on board control, of course I take care of this troop. Maximum damage, a little bit lucky, but he's already down to 28. I have 34. Spear of Telesto. We only have 2, so 1 is gone. The other troop is still there and still really dangerous. Sadly, they put the whisper time so high that it's nearly impossible to achieve this versus big bomber troops, but we are getting better. Yeah, I keep the rest, even though I didn't spend any energy in this turn. It was more smart because we never know when host of angels appear, and so then we need some destruction power. So time for the defense satellite. And maybe I could first destroy him here, but I want it like this to get the maximum damage, and he's down to 17. Yeah, nice move here. So he's keeping it up. Time for Angtao. Yeah, decided to stomp him. McCorney. Eliminate him. I ignore this because 28 damage. He can deal a lot, but not 28 damage. And this way he decided also to take him out, because otherwise with enumeration I could draw another Angtao. And then it's get already close for him. And I don't know what he have on the hand. And he's going hiding in the shadow. So time for me now to use again the defense satellite, which in this case worked awesome. And yeah, I needed more in my hand. So 2 times gives you every time 2 cards. This is awesome. And there's again Angtao. Yeah, but I want this precognition card. I like that. And get number safe. We don't play any games because of last stand. We need to remove the troop, otherwise last stand will give us really a creep. And he was able to transform, and I thought already, okay, this is gonna be difficult now, because it's 1818 and he has survivor 1 and his perfect form. Horus Heresy kicks in. Blade Acramine. So that means already his hand must be really... Yeah. Don't know, but he's going for the killing blow. Remembrance Order will give him an Angtao, I think. Time for me now to do some fun. Yeah, one more tactic. Quick blood. There again, the key card I talked about. Yeah, going number safe. Yeah, and we're waiting, and I'm preparing Astra Warfare. Here again, Angtao. And thanks also to Command Bridge, you will be able to much more draw that card, so this is really strong now. especially with Magnus, because he has a lot of survival power. He's not so fast to get killed. Yeah, and he was able to remove everything what I have on the hand. Now it's time for me.
I will admit to some trepidation.
Sometimes the RNG is really wow. But like this time not. Upsala. Wrong button here. So yeah, let's see versus Angron, which is a natural enemy of our friend.
Rage against the dying of the light. Charge!
Yeah, and in this case, versus Angron, you play a little bit different. Since you give him constant damage, since you don't need the board control so much, yeah. And yeah, of course we have also Prospering Law, so I decided to one more turn, because if you have the psychic power on 8, then you can use your attack with psychic power without any bad feeling, yeah. Because you will always be able to Ashen Claw or to throw Warfare in the face. Wonders of Seekers here, and Priest of Swords, really bad. So there are, I think, 3 or 4 demon changes, the flies, the crone, and the seducers, and this is the worst thing you can get. But it's life sometimes. And Sarah decided, of course, Warper Soul doing also a great job against all the Argosins, pushed them down. And in case you have to remove a troop, you get another troop out there, maybe a fast troop. And I went lucky here. If it got Mark of Crone here, what would be much more damage. That it was okay for me. Yeah. Angtao again. Angtao always works. Since it stays in the game. Marisola. And he got Ectomy himself. So no. Okay, I've here Warp Sword. Then another Ancto is kicking in. So this deck gives you, and this exactly this combination, a lot of Anctos. So I decided to draw more cards. So since I know he's on 11, if I use not Seducer, he needs to remove him with a Conqueror. There's no other way. I thought. But if this hits me, I have only 2 health, I would be dead. So lucky me again. Really close game. So never underestimate an Angron. Counter tank kicks in. He's back alive. He needed to hit me, and this we see already. I have the both Actos in it, and I will be able to finish him. And I think his Whisper counter should be a little bit more down now, because it's really difficult now to achieve the Whisper. And if you look like the Khan, Bantan, Curzon, everybody can really easily achieve the Whisper. Here also we see a nice use of our friend,
Rage against the dying of the light.
the Priest of Horus.
The Crimson Apostle.
The Crimson Apostle. And I have to say, shout out to Cicero here for for Merciless. He's one guy I always meet. He plays also really not the normal and common decks. And I had already really tough matches with him. Yeah, I decided to not use a survivor. Like I said, I'm now on 6 psych here. When I'm on my turn, I'm on 8. So even if he attacked me now and he didn't, this would be useless. Yeah, the counter attack only stays in. And I was going on the save number here. Because you never know what he gets in his hand. Yeah, his ability is like deal 1 or 2 damage, and Priest of Swords is really strong, and this is like one of the best combinations could get. Yeah, the Beast of Pyra. It's a good one if it doesn't get removed. Can be really annoying. And he really pushed him down. But now Quick Blood comes in. This way I told you guys that Quick Blood will be necessary. And there's Anctor. I love that deck, I have to admit. And we use this counter attack, of course. Oh no, that's sorry. Yeah, and then he's down. And even though after the slight buff, everything then Realm has really difficult from the word bearers. Yeah, nothing much to fear here. And from our network. Yeah, he was preparing some other cards, and so we have lethal already in the hand. And since I can shoot, no unstoppable will protect him. And that's it. So yeah, I was able really nice to climb with him. If we look, we were versus Brontan. Also I lost, yeah. Here versus Lupercal. Here versus Fulgrim. But the rest here versus here also Brontan I won. Here versus Angron. Tedious File. So the guy did a great job today, and I was able to climb over 100 points versus the Khan Ali. And so the guy is really reliable, and this deck really works good on high Terra and can bring you, if you're not in high Terra, in it. And yeah, last but not least, the deck again. I hope you enjoy it, and of course, you can write me always if you like a deck or you like the thing. And don't forget my one friend who wants to see the emitter deck. I already had a special about him. This is a little extra emitter at the end. So, yeah. But the Heretic Magnus, I would say, is the best at the moment. And I had an aggro Magnus, I had a shadow Magnus. I did already things about them. Magnus the Red, and this is the newest one. And works awesome. So I hope you enjoyed this new deck, and how you will succeed with it, because the Heretic Magnus is really evil. So good night, good fight. See ya, guys.